and welcome to my channel Divine Balance. So this is going to be a cosmic heart reading for Scorpio. And so the cosmic heart is really the love and light from source. And we want to be able to let that love pour into us so that we can manifest that love out into the world. And also the cosmic heart really keeps your cup full with love and light and truth. And that allows you to not be drained by all the love that you're giving out into the world. And so the intention is set to understand if there are any shifts or transformations that Scorpio needs to make in order to allow the cosmic heart to fully pour in to you. Okay? All right, so let's get started here. The decks that I'm using are Archangel. Okay, and the Archangel deck was pre-shuffled and flipped with the intention for Scorpio. And so there are a few cards that came out here that are on top, where we have Archangel Azrael, we have Archangel Permenelik, I hope I spelled it right, and then Archangel Christille here. Okay. So we will continue with the message and see how Spirit wants to bring in those archangels, okay? And then also we have Work Your Light, the Keepers of the Light, and then we will end with a few starseed cards here. All right, so before we jump into the message, we want to do a little sound from the singing bowl. And of course, Scorpio, take what makes sense for your energy and leave the rest. Okay? All right, so this is for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, so let's get started here. So we will start with the Work Your Light. Okay, messages for Scorpio. Gosh, and my light went out, Scorpio. Look at that. Let's see here. A lot of cards flipped, Scorpio. So let's see what's happening here. So we have Awakening. We have Mintakon. We have Sisterhood of the Rose. And we have Share Your Voice. All right, so let's see what's going on here, Scorpio. And then here we also have Lemuria. So we will see what connection Spirit wants to make there. Okay, Scorpio. Um, okay, so we'll start here, Scorpio, 'cause there are different, you know, there are several messages here, I think, for just different groups of Scorpios, depending on where you are in your journey, okay? All right, so to start, we have share your voice. So it says, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. And so for some of you, I think you've been trying to understand and figure out your your journey, how to go about your journey. And I think for many of you, not many, but for some of you, you're looking out, you know, across the waters, you're looking on the other side, and you're wondering, what is my path to get over there? How do I cross how do I cross these deep and raging waters? And so for those of you that are here where there's, I think, a little bit of fear to move forward with your path and let go of, you know, the past. So it's sort of like everything that's inside of the cave is the past for her, right? The woman in the picture. And so, you know, Spirit is telling you that now it's time to let go of the past. You've traveled that road, right? You've traveled that road. You've come to the end, and now there's time for change. Okay, there's time for change, and I think this is why Archangel Azrael is here. So it says it is time to let go, prepare for change. Okay, it is time to let go, prepare for change. And so I think for many of you, this is where, not, I keep saying many, but it's not many. It's just some of you where you are here trying to make that step, you know, trying to move forward with that change. Okay. So that's for some of you here. And then those of you that made that step, right, to move forward with the change, we have Sisterhood of the Rose. Okay, and it says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic teacher, right? So those of you that have moved forward with that change, you've stepped into this priestess type of energy. You know, I think the energy that you know that that's the energy you're stepping into, those of you that are here. And I think some of you are afraid to take that step, but those of you that took that step, you've stepped into that energy. You've stepped into that priestess, that mystic energy. Okay? Right? And so now those of you, you're figuring out, I think many of you are figuring out how to move with that energy, right? How to work with others with that energy, right? And so, Scorpio, for a lot of you, you know, there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge that you have, right? So it also says teacher, because there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge that you have. And so a lot of you see things beyond what others can see, and therefore you understand, I think, better the meaning of some things that others do not. Okay? And because of that, you know, there may be people who may disagree with you, because part of it is that sometimes they don't fully understand, and you understand, Scorpio, that they don't fully understand, or at least Spirit wants you to understand that they don't fully understand. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's this understanding that you have. But because of that, I think, Scorpio, you have to be more conscious of where people are in their lives and their journey, and understanding that they don't understand the way that you do, is what I'm feeling here, Scorpio. Right? And so, and sometimes it's not a matter of right or wrong, right? It's just different. Sometimes it's just different. And it's just different because, there are different levels of frequency, there are different levels of light. And so one understanding may make sense at a particular frequency. So for a particular group of people that are at a certain frequency, right? So that understanding may make sense for them, while, an understanding of something at a higher frequency, for example, it will mean something totally different, possibly. So I think that's one of the messages here, Scorpio. So while you are embracing this priestess and mystic and teacher energy that you've stepped into, right? I think Spirit wants you to, and I think that's why Archangel Permanelik is here, because Spirit wants you to be open and cooperate with others for the highest good, it says. So it says cog sorry be conscientious, cooperate with others for the highest good, right? So that conscientious state of being, right? Part of this is understanding, as I mentioned before, with the example of the different, you know, the different frequencies and understandings at those different frequencies. And so again, it's not a matter of wrong or right. It's just different understandings at different vibrations, okay? And so Spirit wants, because Scorpio, some of you are on a path for the greater good, right? For humanity, and some of you have a much higher calling than many of us. And so Spirit wants you to be able to work with others, right? That may not be at your same level of frequency, Scorpio, okay? They may not be at your same level of frequency. And so Spirit wants you to be able to work with others at many other frequencies so that you can impact all, is what I'm feeling, Scorpio. Okay. If you're here and there are other frequencies here, right? Because there may be teachers at these other frequencies, right? There may be teachers at these other frequencies because, there's always some other frequency where we can, wherever we are, there are frequencies above and there are frequencies below, where any particular person. And so we can all embrace, I think, that energy of being able to help and teach, to some degree. Some teachers are, much more impactful than others, but I think we all have that energy to, impact someone else. So maybe teacher's not the word for everyone, but just to impact someone else, right? But if you're here, Scorpio, Spirit wants you to be able to understand all of these other frequencies, okay? And be able to cooperate with people in that sense. 1 second, please, sorry. To turn off the air conditioner. Okay, hopefully the noise is not bothering the video. All right, so let's continue here, because I think there are a couple more things. So now, for those of you that, so what I was just referring to was about those of you that made this change and now you're here stepping into this energy. Now, for those of you that have already been in this energy for a while, right, and you understand all of this, right? And so, as I was saying, if you're Scorpio up here and there are other frequencies here, then for some of you, that may leave you feeling a bit alone, okay? And so I think for some of you, you may be feeling this energy of longing for home, belonging, that original light worker, I think, is who you are. You're one of the original light workers, or that feeling of I'm out here all alone kind of feeling. Because you've embraced and understand, I think, how you are different, right? And then so because of that, how you are different, here on earth. And so because of that, some of you are understanding and feeling like there's some other place or somewhere that you belong, okay? And I think for some of you, and we're going to take this card here, because I think for some of you, that longing is connected to Lemuria. And it says, creating heaven on earth. Creating heaven on earth. Okay. But I think there's a Lemuria connection, right, for some of you. I think there's that connection for some of you. There's that energy that you feel that you're connected to. Okay. And so, let's see. And I think, so what can help, I think, many of you that are here, right, where you are connected to Lemuria, but then you also feel like this person is looking out, like looking out at the moon, the stars, almost looking out at the galaxy, at the universe, and thinking there's somewhere else that I belong, right? And I think to help you, Spirit wants you to connect with Archangel Christelle, right? To help you connect with the unicorns. So here, right? So those of you that are feeling alone, call on the unicorns. Call on Archangel Christelle to help you connect with the unicorns, to bring you that energy, that love, that light that the unicorns have. Because for some of you, this is an energy that you can feel at home with. It's an energy that is available to you. So you can connect with the unicorns. You can connect with Archangel Christelle. Okay? So if you have that feeling of being alone, right, connect with the unicorns. Okay. And then also, I think for this group of you that are feeling or longing for, I think home. So there's another awakening that's going to happen for you. There's another level of light that you're going to get to, Scorpio. For those of you that are here that have been, I feel like you have been in this energy and manifesting and working for humanity for quite some time. And so this connection with the unicorns, this awakening, this energetic upgrade, right, that you're going to have is going to be something that is going to fill your heart with joy. It's going to be something that's going to fill your heart space in a way that longing, you make that connection, right? So that longing that you've been feeling to connect, you're going to actually connect with the energies that you've been longing for, is what I'm feeling, right? So there's another level of awakening. There's another level of energy, I think, that you're going to get to, Scorpio. So that's for some of you. Okay. All right, so let's see what messages we have from the Keepers of the Light. So what messages do we have for Scorpio? Or what Keepers of the Light do we have for Scorpio? So you have two here. See if there's one more. Is there one more for Scorpio? Yeah, Holy Spirit, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we have Lady Venus. If you can see that, Lady Venus. All right, so we have White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. So it says, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed. Okay. And so I think this may go with this group here that's connecting to Lemuria. And I don't think it's really for you, Scorpio. The card here is that Ancestor Spirit, but I think for you here, this is the connection to Lemuria, right? And it's not about, for you, it's not about a wound healing. It is really you connecting to your lineage, right? And that lineage for you, Scorpio, for some of you is Lemuria, okay? And so I think Spirit wants you to connect to that lineage if you have not already. Okay. I'm going to move these down here. All right. Okay. And then we also have Holy Spirit, expect miracles. So remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Okay. And so I think for some of you, I'm going to put this here because I think this part is for those of you that are sort of sitting on the edge here, you know, trying to make that shift to the change, right? And so understand that, expect the miracles, you know, that are to come. Expect the greatness that's to come in your life, right? So you can call on Archangel Azrael to help you let go. You can call on the Holy Spirit to help you believe, right, in the miracles that are to come. Okay. And then we have Radha, Soul Flame. I don't know if did I show everyone this. That's Holy Spirit. Okay. And then we have Soul Flame Radha. I think it says rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Okay. And so again, I think that's here with this group where you're sort of connecting with Lemuria. You're longing for, some other connection. And so Spirit is telling you to connect with the unicorns, to connect with Archangel Christelle, right? To allow that energy to come in, because I think, well, for some of you, you're in this space longing for some other connection, and I think that may be affecting your relationships in the 3D, okay? And so Spirit just really wants you to understand your lineage of where you've been connected, and then where you can connect going forward, right? Connecting with the unicorns, connecting with Archangel Christelle, right? So it's that part of yourself that, because you incarnated in this body, that it's there, but now it's that longing. And so connecting with the unicorns is a next step for you, for some of you. It's an awakening, right, that you'll go through. Okay. And then last we have here Dwal Kugel, Dharma unfolding. So it says, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. And I think this card here is for all Scorpios, right? No matter what part of this, in your journey that you're on, no matter what part in your journey, Spirit wants you to remember to take one step at a time. One step at a time. Okay. And that's for all Scorpios. That's for all. Okay. All right. So this is beautiful, Scorpio. So we're going to do a few starseed messages to see what comes out for Scorpio. So it says observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Observation. And so I think that will help those of you that had that shift from the, so you were here, but then you really accepted the change of becoming this priestess, mystic type of teacher energy. And so Spirit is wanting you to, use your intuition. Again, observe those frequencies and understandings that are different from yours, and just look at them as such, different, right? Because again, people are at different frequencies, and so it's not a matter of right and wrong. So understand that matrix, right? That matrix of energies, that matrix of people, and understandings that people may have. So there's two here. So we have wisdom. See your adversaries as an opportunity to expand your spiritual light. Wisdom, right? And in this case, Scorpio, I don't think that this is about adversaries. It's just about I think people that are, again, different, right? It's just different ways of thinking, Scorpio. And so Spirit wants you to use your wisdom to understand that, use your wisdom to move to higher levels of light and to help others move to higher levels of light. Okay? All right. And then courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Okay? Yeah. And so this is for the first group here that is really starting out. And so you're here starting out and really trying to get the courage, I think, to make that next step, right? To make that shift into this mystic priestess teacher type of energy, okay? And so Spirit is giving you, sending you courage to do that. So Spirit wants you to have courage so you can step into your power, so you can step into your purpose. Okay? And then on the top, we have meditation here, right? And I think for some of you, those of you that are here, where you're trying to get that courage, use some meditation. I think that can help you, right? Can help you call on the Holy Spirit, call on Archangel Azrael to help you make that shift. All right. So these are the messages for Scorpio. I hope that some of this resonated for you. Love and bright light to all of you. Thanks for watching.